video we are going to discuss about integration by parts. So we already discussed the other two methods. One is substitution method and second one is integration by partial fractions. Now third one is integration by parts. Okay. Before discussing this method, listen, we already learned some formulae like dx by integral of dx by root of x square minus a square, then integral of dx by root of x square plus a square, and so on. Okay, so we need to study some more formulae. Listen, integral of root of x square plus a square dx, root of a square minus x square dx, root of x square minus a square dx, etc. Okay. So in between the problems, I will define the formula of these types of integrals. Okay. Now let's see integration by parts. Integration by parts means suppose we have two functions u and v and consider their product. So u into v, product uv. So our question is how to integrate this product with respect to dx. And listen, u and v is function of x. Okay. So both are function of x. So we need to integrate what product of these type of functions. Let's see. We define what chain rule differentiation, then quotient rule differentiation in differentiation topic. Similarly, we will going to define the integral of product of the function using by a definition or by a formula. So it is defined as, listen, integral of uv dx or integral of uv with respect to dx is, listen, u and v. U is first function, v is second function. So we can define this integral by parts as first function into integral of second function. Okay. First function into integral of second function minus integral of derivative of first function into integral of second function. Okay. First function into integral of second function minus integral of derivative of first function into integral of second function. So this is the formula to find or to integrate any product function by parts. Okay. First into integral of second minus integral of derivative of first into integral of second. Listen, first we need to simplify this quantity or this expression, then integrate. That's why I put this symbol in a bigger size. So, okay. Also, we have to keep in mind that we need to follow ILATE rule. Okay, ILATE rule in the case of integration by parts. So, ILATE means each of these 5 letters stands for our functions. Here, I stands for inverse trigonometric functions. Okay, inverse trigonometric function. L stands for logarithmic function. L stands for logarithmic function. A stands for algebraic functions. Then T stands for trigonometric functions. And finally E. E stands for exponential function. So integration by parts. In this case, we need to follow ILATE rule because in the case of integration by parts, we have product of two functions. Isn't it? Product of two functions. Suppose the first function is log x, and second function is x. So we can directly integrate because first function is logarithmic function, second function is algebraic function. Okay. At the same time, there is a function just like, listen, sin x into what? Log x. Okay, sin x into log x. See here, sin x is trigonometric function, log x is logarithmic function. So, in this rule, first we need to write logarithmic, then trigonometric. So, we need to alterate this as integral log x into sin x dx. In this manner, we can integrate this integrand by parts. Okay. So, by heart this formula and keep in mind this rule, Eilert rule. Okay. Now, see, we will see some examples how to integrate the given function by parts. Let's see the example. Integral x into log x dx. Okay. First, we need to note down Eilert rule. I already mentioned Eilert means all these letters indicates different functions. Okay. So here x is algebraic function and log x is logarithmic function. So as per this rule, first we need logarithmic function, then algebraic. So rearrange these terms. So this can be written as log x into x dx. Okay. Log x into x dx. Let us consider log x as first function, x as second function. Okay. So what is our integration by parts rule? Suppose u and v are two functions, then their product uv. Then we can integrate this product uv with respect to dx as first into integral of second minus integral of derivative of first into integral of second, isn't it? First into integral of second minus integral of derivative of first into integral of second. So just replace first function as log x, second function as x in this formula. So log x into integral of x dx minus integral of derivative of first function, that is log x, into integral of second, that is x dx, that is equal to log x into what is integral of x? It is x square by 2. Use the formula integral of x raised to n dx. What is integral of x raised to n dx? X raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1. Here power is 1. So x raised to 1 plus 2 by 1 plus 2. X raised to 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. So x raised to 2 by 2. Okay. Minus. First we want to find this expression. Then integrate. So d by dx of log x, derivative of log x is 1 by x into integral of x. Integral of x is x square by 2 dx. Here we can cancel this x and x and take this 1 by 2 outside because 1 by 2 is a constant. So this can be written as log x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 into integral x dx. This is equal to log x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 into integral of x. It is x square by 2 plus c. So integration is over. So our answer is log x into x square by 2 minus 1 into x square by 4. Okay, x square by 4 plus c. So, okay, so you need to by heart this formula integration by parts. Now, let's see another question. See, I am discussing exercise questions, exercise 7.6. Okay, 7.6. The first 4 or 5 questions are too simple, so do it by yourself. Let's see another question is question number 8. Let's see the question. It is question number 8. Integrate x into tan inverse x dx. X into tan inverse x dx. Here x is algebraic function. Tan inverse x is inverse trigonometric function. Let's see highlight rule. So first we need inverse trigonometric function. So rearrange it. That is tan inverse x into x dx. Now integrate by parts. So first into integral of second minus integral of derivative of first into integral of second. Replace first function as tan inverse x, second function as x, minus integral of derivative of first function into integral of second function. Okay, it is tan inverse x into integral of x, it is x square by 2, minus integral of derivative of tan inverse x. Derivative of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square into derivative integral of x square by 2 dx. Now here listen, from here 1 by 2 is constant, so take it outside. So this is tan inverse x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 into integral, listen, x square by 1 plus x square dx. Okay, integral x square by 1 plus x square dx. Now here we need to apply our logic. That's up to you. Listen, here the denominator is 1 plus x square. Okay, 1 plus x square. Suppose numerator is 2x. Okay, suppose the numerator is 2x. Then we can directly write integral as log 1 plus x square. Listen, here numerator is x square. Okay, x square. So with respect to this denominator, we are going to convert this numerator as, listen, 1 by 2 into denominator is 1 plus x square. So on numerator we add 1. At the same time we need to subtract 1 also. Okay, it's clear. So with respect to the denominator we are going to convert or rearrange this numerator as, listen, 1 plus x square minus 1. Now this term tan inverse x into x square by 2, as such there is no change. So this is equal to tan inverse x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 into integral. Now associate these two terms, 1 plus x square together, and divide this term by 1 plus x square minus 1 by 1 plus x square dx. We separated these two terms. Okay, 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square minus 1 by 1 plus x square. Now listen, it is equal to tan inverse x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 is common to both of these factors. So 1 by 2 into, what is 1 plus x square by 1 plus x square? We can cancel. So it is 1. So integral 1 dx minus, giving separate integral here, 1 by 1 plus x square dx. So this is tan inverse x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 into integral of 1. What is integral of 1? X. Now take this 1 by 2 to here. So minus into minus plus integral 1 by 1 plus x square. Here there is a 1 by 2 dx. Okay, integral 1 by 1 plus x square dx. Now listen, this integrand 1 by 1 plus x square, this 1 can be written as 1 square. So it is of the form, listen, integral dx by, isn't it, dx by x square plus a square form. Listen, dx by x square plus a constant square. So this is equal to integral dx by x square plus a square is equal to 1 by a tan inverse x by a. Okay, 1 by a tan inverse x by a. So this integral is equal to 1 by a. What is constant here? 1. Tan inverse x by 1. So this can be written as tan inverse x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 into x plus 1 by 2 into, listen, 1 by a, that is 1 into tan inverse x by a. A means constant. Here constant is 1 plus c, integration constant. So this is equal to, simplify, tan inverse x into x square by 2 minus 1 by 2 into x is x by 2 plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into 1, that is 1 by 2. Tan inverse x by 1 is x plus c. Okay. Another question, it is question number 10. Integrate sin inverse x the whole square dx. Okay, sin inverse x the whole square. Actually, there is only one function. So, write this function as, listen, sin inverse x the whole square into 1. Okay, we need inverse trigonometric function firstly. That's why we write the given integrand as sin inverse x the whole square into 1. Okay. Now consider this as first function and 1 as second function. So integrate by parts. First into integral of second minus integral of derivative of first into integral of second. So first into sin inverse x the whole square into integral of second, that is 1, minus integral of derivative of first, that is sin inverse x the whole square into integral of second, integral of 1. It is sin inverse x the whole square into integral of 1 with respect to dx, with respect to x, that is x, minus integral of derivative of sin inverse x the whole square. Suppose it is x. So what is derivative of x square? It is 2x, isn't it? So sin inverse x whole square derivative is 2 into sin inverse x. It's not finished. Derivative of sin inverse x, that is 1 by root of 1 minus x square. Okay. Sin inverse x whole square derivative is 2 into sin inverse x into derivative of sin inverse x is 1 by root of 1 minus x square into integral of 1. Integral of 1 is x. This is equal to sin inverse x the whole square into x minus, here 2 is constant, so take it outside, 2 into integral sin inverse x into 1 into x. So this can be written as x into sin inverse x by root of 1 minus x square dx. Okay, x into sin inverse x by root of 1 minus x square. Now see, from this integrand we can apply substitution method, because there is a relation between sin inverse x and 1 by root of 1 minus x square, isn't it? What is it? Yes, the derivative of sin inverse x is root of 1 minus x square. I mean 1 by root of 1 minus x square. So here we are going to apply substitution method. Here put sin inverse x equal to t. On differentiation we can see that left side is 1 by root of 1 minus x square dx. Right side is dt. Okay. 1 by root of 1 minus x square dx equal to dt. Also listen, if sin inverse x equal to t, then what is x? take the sine inverse to right side. So x equal to sine t. So this integral becomes, listen, this term as such into x minus 2 into integral x dx. What is x? X is sine t. Sine t. Sine inverse x. What is sine inverse x? T. Now this dx by, okay, dx by root of 1 minus x square. This can be written as dt. So our integrand reduces to sine t dt. So this is equal to sine inverse x into, sine inverse x whole square into x minus 2 into integral. Now listen, this is a function, trigonometric function. This is a algebraic function, just like sine x into x. Okay, instead of x, we introduce a new variable t. That's the only difference here. And integrate this function with respect to t. It's clear? Now this is a trigonometric function. This is a algebraic function. So we need to integrate this integrand as per our Eilert rule. So as per Eilert rule, we need algebraic function firstly, then trigonometric. So rearrange it. It is t into sine t dt. Okay. Now in this part we are doing integration by parts. So I am not writing this term. Minus 2 into, here t is first function, sine t is second function. So by integration by parts, listen, first into integral of second minus integral of derivative of first into integral of second. Okay, that is equal to 2 into t into integral of sine t, that is minus cos t, minus integral of derivative of t, that is 1, integral of sine t, that is minus cos t dt. It is 2 into t into minus cos t minus t cos t. Now listen, this minus and minus becomes plus. Now integral of cos t is sine t plus c. Okay, so listen, this is equal to sine inverse x the whole square into x minus into minus plus 2t cos t minus 2 sine t plus c. Now we need to change this t into x. So this is sine inverse x whole square into x plus, listen, actually t is, look at here, t is sine inverse x, okay, and x is sine t. So this t can be written as 2 into sine inverse x. Now cos t, just we are writing cos t that itself, and 2 into sine t. What is sine t from here? Listen, what is sine t? X. So this is x plus c. Now listen, x is sine t. Okay. So what is x square? X square is sine square t. Now what is 1 minus x square? It is 1 minus sine square t. Now what is 1 minus sine square t? It is cos square t, because sine square t plus cos square t is equal to 1. From this identity we can write 1 minus sine square t is equal to cos square t. So cos square t is 1 minus x square. So what is cos t? It is root of 1 minus x square. Okay. So replace this value here. So this is sine inverse x whole square into x plus 2 sine inverse x into cos t, 1 minus x square minus 2x plus c. So this is our answer. Okay, so all the problems belongs to exercise 7.6 is follows integration by parts, and in between you can see a little bit twist. Okay, so there we need to apply either substitution method or integration by partial fractions or something like that. It's up to you. It's your logic. So all the problems based on this integration are differ from one another. So better thing is that write and study all these things and by heart all the formulae about integration. Okay. So in the next video we will discuss some more examples as well as exercise question on the basis of the same concept, integration by parts. Okay.